guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video has been a video that I've been meaning to film for quite a while, but basically it's just going to be a roundup of all my favourite products for curly hair, but not actual hair products, like tools and other things that aren't actual products, if you know what I mean. So basically, like, it's mainly brushes, anything that you use for curly hair that isn't an actual like bottle of something. So as I said, a lot of the items are brushes, and I would say probably, just looking at what I've got here, probably half the items are brushes because for curly hair you do need quite a few different brushes. Each of them has a different purpose. So let me start with the brushes because I keep talking about them, and then I'll move on to the other things. So the first item I'm going to talk about is, we have to start with the main brush that I've been using lately, and pretty much throughout my whole curly hair journey, on and off, but lately I've been using it all the time, and that is the Denman brush. The Denman brush is probably my most used brush. I just love it. So this brush is basically a styling brush. It just gives you really good definition. So when I'm styling my hair, after I've applied my products, I will run this brush through each section, and it just gives you a really defined look without having to like shingle or finger curl. The next product is this one. Now this is the Easy Detangling brush. Well, it's actually not, it's a copy of it, but it's actually not the branded one. So I got this from Amazon in a 2-pack. Actually there's this one, and then there's like a light blue one as well. But this brush is for detangling, as the name might suggest. It's really good at detangling. It gets all the tangles out completely, and because it kind of bends like this, it doesn't tug the hair too much, but it does a thorough job of detangling. So that is another essential. In the same vein of detangling brushes, this is quite a new one that I've discovered. So this is a wet brush, and I think that's the brand name, Wet Brush, yeah. But this is quite a new addition to my collection, and this is great for detangling while your hair is wet. Well, you should always be detangling your hair while it's wet anyway, but this is the perfect brush to use at the start of detangling. So if you want to fully detangle your hair, I would use that one first and then that one afterwards. Sometimes you can get away with just using this one, but I would say this one finishes it off and like gets every single tangle out. Even though this is gentle because of the bends like in the brush, it's not as gentle as this one. This one is crazy. I don't know how it works, but the bristles are really soft, so I guess that's why. But it really just glides through, and it's not hard, it doesn't tug, so you can get through like fully, you know, big knots and matted sections. As long as your hair is wet, just run this through just a few times and the tangles are gone. And it doesn't pull a lot of hair out. Yeah, this is a game changer. So this one is also quite a new purchase. So this is a bristle brush, and I've got the Can2 one. It doesn't really matter which brand you get. This is great for if you're doing a slicked back style. So I don't often do slicked back styles, but they're really useful for if, you know, you've been wearing your hair in a wash and go for like 5 days or longer, and it's just not looking good anymore, but you don't want to wash it yet. A good idea is to do a slick back ponytail or bun or something like that, and then you can get a couple more days out of your hair before you have to wash it. So that's what I've been doing with this, and it really makes a difference to how slicked back your hair actually gets. Just add some gel, use this, and yeah, you can make some really cool styles. So I got these together. This is another Can2 product. This is the double pick that I got recently as well. When I say recently, probably in like a couple of months ago. But yeah, this is a really sturdy pick. I had a lot of trouble in the past with picks breaking, like one of the prongs just like breaking off. especially the plastic ones. Well, only the plastic ones, because I know you can get metal ones as well, but I don't really like the metal ones because I feel like they're quite harsh on the hair and they can like cause, I don't know if they actually cause breakage, but in my head I feel like they will cause breakage. And also they're not very gentle on the scalp either because they're like metal. So I prefer the plastic ones, but this one is a lot more sturdy than most of the plastic ones I've used. And I think that's because it has like double prongs. So it's got 2 layers of prongs. You can see that. And I think it helps pick the hair upwards more as well because of the double layers. But yeah, I really like this. So that is an essential for me now. Now this is obviously just a wide tooth comb, simple product. I don't actually know where it's from, but it doesn't matter the brand. Just every curly girl needs a wide tooth comb. This is mainly for like, because I don't use a rat tail comb to part my hair, because I don't need to particularly have very straight partings, because I never do styles that require really straight partings. So I use it for parting my hair, and I also use this for like distributing products as well. So like if I'm using a leave-in, like a spray leave-in, because I don't really use cream leave-ins anymore, but if I'm using a spray leave-in, then I'll run this through to kind of distribute it. So this is a toothbrush, but you can get actual edge brushes, which are pretty much the same as a toothbrush, but this is an actual toothbrush that obviously I have not used for my teeth, I just use for my edges. I don't actually style my edges, but if I'm doing a slick back style with the aforementioned bristle brush, then you really need to slick down the edges of your hair so that you don't get any fuzzies, but I'll just like swoop them. And then the last brush that I use, it's not really a brush, but it's called a brush. This is a shampoo brush. So this is used to kind of massage your scalp while you're shampooing, and it just really gets the shampoo to your scalp and properly gives your scalp a clean. So the bristles are really soft, they're just soft plastic, so it's a bit better than using your fingernails to scratch your scalp with, because that can be a bit harsh, but this still gives you a good massage and a good clean, and it also helps the shampoo lather up a bit more, I find, as well. So yeah, I really like using this. Okay, so that is all the brushes. Now on to the other products. Another thing that I have been doing lately, which I haven't been doing up until probably the last couple of months, is diffusing my hair. So this is another essential, a diffuser attachment. So this hairdryer came with this attachment, but then also this is very useful too. So this is just a diffuser that connects onto any hairdryer. So like if you're on holiday and you don't want to take your whole hairdryer with you, they'll have hairdryers in the room obviously, and then you can just take this and it just connects onto the end of any hairdryer. So this is really good. Next item is this satin bonnet. It's double-sided, you can have it black or you can have it burgundy. And it's just a satin bonnet with a tightening up band here. And yeah, I just sleep with this. This is an essential if you don't want to cause friction overnight, especially if you use a cotton pillowcase. I had a silk one when I was in Dubai, and I just haven't repurchased one now, but I use this every night. This will protect your hair, whichever pillowcase you decide to use, stopping frizz and friction and breakage overnight. So that's an essential. Another satin silky thing that I use is a satin scrunchie. So I have like a few of these. This is the only one I can find at the moment. I've got these in a few different colours, and these are just really good for putting your hair in a high ponytail. I sleep in these, so I'll put my hair in a high bun, or not bun, high ponytail, like a pineapple, and then I'll put my satin bonnet over the top, and then that's just how I sleep. But again, because of the material of these, they're just really gentle on the hair, and they don't tug, and they don't, cause friction. So I'd recommend using these. Another item I use to avoid friction and breakage is this, and this is a microfiber bonnet, I guess. No, wrap, it's more of a head wrap. I would recommend getting the larger size of these if you have a lot of hair, because this only just does for my hair, and my hair is obviously quite short. And this is like an average size one, so yeah, you'll definitely need a large one if you have a lot of hair. But it's basically like a hood, goes over your head. You can wear it either way, but put it over like that, and then you can wrap the end of your hair in that bit, and then it has a little button there that ties on. You use that after you get out of the shower when your hair is dripping, and it's better than using a cotton towel, which will cause friction. Highly recommend. Next essential is a spray bottle, not just any spray bottle, but one that mists. So this is a mister one. They all kind of look like this, any brand, but they all, if you look on Amazon, you'll easily find them. But yeah, they mist like continuously, which is really good for when you're like restyling your hair or re-wetting your hair if it's dried out a bit before you got around to styling it. And it just works a lot better than the ones that just squirt out and spray quite a lot of water. You have a lot more control with these. I find these very useful. So these for me are an essential. Some people use like proper shower caps. For me, I just use these. So they come in a bag like this, and there's like loads in them, and you just open it out, and it's just a really simple shower cap, and you use them like once and then throw them away. That's probably actually really bad for the environment, I've just realized, but I actually use them more than once, to be fair. So they have like two uses for me. I will use them in the shower, obviously, to stop my hair getting wet, but also I will use them if I'm using a hair mask. I will pop this on and then leave the mask on with that. I haven't done a mask for like ages, to be honest, but when I do use a mask, I'll use this just to keep the heat in. I used to use heated caps for hair masks, but I feel that these are good enough because they're plastic and they just keep the natural heat from your head in, and that's enough heat in my opinion. So the final two items are clips, and there are two types of clips that I find very, very useful. And the first one are these ones. These are, I think they're called sectioning clips, but that's exactly what I use them for, just for sectioning. So when I'm styling my hair in sections, I will clip areas away with this. So if you're prepping your hair for styling and you want to section out your hair before you start, you know, adding products, then you can use several of these, and they're just really easy to just like section bits away, hold bits out of your face while you're working on another bit. So these are really handy. And then the other kind of clip I use are these ones, and these are good for just holding your hair out of your face. So these bits of hair, sometimes they get annoying, and I'll just like put them back with one of these. For my length of hair, this works really well. It wouldn't be able to hold my whole hair up, but if I'm just doing the front bits, then this is the perfect size. So, and I have these in a few different colors, and they're kind of like a soft texture. They're not soft, but it's like they've got a soft coating on them. Anyway, these are really nice. Again, from Amazon. Most of the things I've got today are from Amazon. So another essential are these. Now this is a little case of these kind of clips. I can't remember what you call them actually. In America you call them bobby pins, but there's another name in the UK for them, but I can't remember what it is. Like, it's weird that I can only remember the American name. Anyway, these small clips, these are obviously very useful for curly haired and non-curly haired people. They're just so handy for like flyaways and little bits of hair that don't quite reach your ponytail, especially if your hair's a bit shorter and you're doing like a bun or something like that. So yeah, had to mention these. All the products have been mentioned. That is my curly hair favorites, or curly hair essentials, I guess, whatever. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.